Yo, people, what's going on? Back again. Footy Talk settings. Henry, what you saying, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We're cooking. It's as simple as that. We're cooking. The only thing is, I don't like this Brennan Johnson news. I don't know if you've seen it. Apparently,
Who?
Brennan Johnson at Forest.
I don't know who the fuck that is, bro.
he's a Welsh forward. Plays like through the middle, can play on the wing. Plays for Forest, and apparently we're going to bid 40 million for him.
Am I supposed to know who the fuck he is, bro? If he plays for
No.
Nottingham Forest, he can't be that good, can he? You know?
Now, the only one they've got is Gibbs White, and he's the only one who's got a bit of tech. But what's this about? Everyone's saying in the chat you lot lost 3-0 to Burnley.
Apparently, some behind closed doors game, but apparently we played our kids. I don't care about all that.
It says on Twitter that Palestri, McTominay, Van der Beek, Fernandez, Martial, Evans all started. With a few others. And that's still poor though. Come on, I don't care. Like Burnley, fair enough.
It is, but I don't know what's going on there, bro. I need to see context. Do you know what I'm saying?
What's going on with United? Because let's be real, the first 30 minutes against us, you were the better team. You had two chances, one from Rashford, one from Fernandez, both headers.
Bro, listen. The whole first half we were better than you lot. When was Rashford's 1v1? Was that in the second half then?
No, that was... So, he had that chance in like the first minute. Then he had a second chance around the 30th minute mark. But from about 38th, 40th minute, we started to go into the game. But
yo, there you go. Like the whole first half, we had you lot in it. Like it doesn't matter, innit? Like you lot beat us. Cool, I hear that. That's just what it is. I'm still not rating you lot like that. I'll be real. You know what I mean? I'm on him, you know. I'm angry at Man United, yeah, but I'm more angry at us than I'm rating Tottenham. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I put that defeat solely on us, bro. It's solely on us, bro. Because if we took our chances, you man would have been 3-0 down at halftime and it would have been peak. That's what would have happened.
I'll tell you what though, Casemiro and Mount must have been waking up with Basuma at the bottom of their bed, mate, because he was on absolute smoke.
Yeah, he was on smoke, man. Do you know what I mean? But to be fair, like it's not hard to look good when you've just got the whole pitch to yourself, innit? Really. Do you know what I mean? And that's not taking anything away from Basuma. He's a good player. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think that he looks. I don't know what he's been eating, but he looks a serious player for us. But like people are saying Brennan Johnson's another Lingard. I agree, but 40 million for Brennan Johnson. This guy's immediate. Like he's. I don't know. We can't have spent 100 mil on Richarlison and Brennan Johnson. Like, that's crazy. But I see on Twitter, mate, your fan base is toxic as ever. Like,
what do you mean?
So divided. Ten Hag out, Ten Hag in.
Yeah, but every fan base is like that, though.
I hear that, but like, do you what's going on with the performances? Because like you were outplayed by Wolves for most of the game.
Henry, like, bruv, listen, I'll break it down to you. Man United are rubbish. Do you know what I'm saying? Man United are rubbish.
Is it down to the recruitment? It's down to
it's down to the recruitment and it's down to the manager, bro. That's why we're rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not really rocket science. The manager's has decided to completely unbalance the team from last season. Last season, it was very clear, yeah, that he was just focusing on results. The football wasn't good, but he played his best players. And now he's trying to do something. He's like almost trying to play a different way, bruv. And it doesn't suit the players that we've got. Do you know what I mean? And he's killing us. That's exactly what's happening. Like, it's not really rocket science. Like, the managers tried to change the way we're playing. Last season, we averaged like one of the lowest lines in the league in terms of how deep we were. And now he's tried to do this. People are trying to call it a 3-6-1 out of possession, pushing and stuff like that. And we're getting carved open. Like, it's 100% on the manager. Like, there's nothing else, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to protect the manager for the sake of protecting him. Do you know what I mean? He's done some things at the club that I like getting rid of Ronaldo, taking the armband off Maguire, but then he's giving it to another bozo. So, do you know what I mean? It's just one of them things where, like, all the good stuff the manager does, I praise him for, and all the negative stuff, I have to criticize him for, bro. It's only fair. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't just sit back and just be like, oh, everything he does is right. oh, like I'm just gonna be positive, positive, positive. These guys are losers, bro. Like I'm not about that life. The manager is the reason why we're losing these games. It's his fault, 100%. All him, not even the players, because the players don't pick the team.
How much longer can he carry on playing like this though? Because you got like
not long, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because the club's gonna get taken over October, November, and if he's still doing this, he'll get sacked. It's that simple. The new owners will come in and the new owners will come in and bring someone else in. We got Nottingham Forest, your mates that you know me, where you're getting the bloody striker from.
Brennan Johnson's bagging 100%.
Nah, man, you know what I'm saying, man, like Johnson and that.
Wait, so what, are you actually getting bought out by these owners?
Yeah. But I told these guys it was happening anyway. My guys told me November, and now there's things leaking saying it's October. So I'm still sticking with November, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because that's what I was told. But either way, it's before Christmas. Do you know what I mean? It's before the January window. So it is what it is. If Ten Hag keeps doing what he's doing right now, as soon as these men come in, bro, they can just go get someone else. I'll be real. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. I'm relaxed because it's like we're rubbish at the moment, but because we're getting new owners, I know that things are going to change one way or another.
Elanga's bagging as well. You're going to draw that game. I think
Elanga ain't doing nothing, bro. Elanga ain't doing nothing. As bad as he is, do you know what I mean? If a man gets spun by Elanga, it's a mad thing, you know.
After watching us with Sasa Toure and Basuma, I reckon we're going to smoke Bournemouth like 3 or 4-0.
Bro, listen, you guys have every reason right now to be optimistic with the way that your manager's taking you, because at least he has a playing style and he's positive. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you should smoke them. They're rubbish. You know what I mean?
We've got like 4 games now where I'm thinking we've got 4 games in the North London derby, and our 4 games are Bournemouth away. We've got Fulham away in the second round of the Cup. Then we've got Burnley away, and then Sheffield United at home. If we win all 4 of those games, which I think genuinely the way we're positive at the moment, if we get a couple of players in before the end of the window, we're going in that North London derby. Arsenal to me don't look that good. I'm not going to lie. Like they played well in possession on Monday night. Declan Rice was very good, but they don't look the same team as last season. I think I think we can get at them. Soak up pressure, play on a counter attack, but that is he's Sasa Toure, 20 years of age. Everyone's talking about Casado, right? 115 million. We got Sarr and Udogie combined for 28 mil. Now, all the things Paratici's done, like being arrested and whatever, and doing these crooked Italian mob, mafia, matrix stuff, to get both of them for 29 million is an absolute steal in this market. And Udogie...
No. Well. It is. It's good business, man. It's very good business. I can't say that it's not. Do you know what I mean? I can't say that it's not. However, you guys, you look vulnerable, bro. I'll be honest. You man look like Amir Khan, bruv. You know, like that. Man said fast hands, but bruv, man got a cucumber chin, blood. You know, like that. And this is just what,
mate.
Yeah, bro. This is what it is. That's exactly what you look like. You know what I mean? So it's just, bro. But I don't believe in your team. Like I don't believe in your midfield. Not your midfield. I don't believe in your attack, and I don't believe in your defense. Innit? Your midfield's the only thing that's making you look decent. So it's one of them things where
we got no Maddisson either on Saturday.
You beat us because we were shy, bro. You didn't win because you were good. Because like you had like little spells of the game where there was little things that happened and that, oh cool, Basuma done a nutmeg and all these things. But really, like, bro, your attackers weren't dangerous. Yeah, I mean,
this is why I want a new striker. There's a striker who plays in Belgium, Gift Orban.
Bro, you need a left sider, a middle, and a right sider, bro.
We've got a right winger, but he don't get played. We've got Solomon. Solomon's cold, but he can't. The manager loves Kulu, and I don't get it. Like, besides, when Lee crosses that ball, Luke Shaw is so out of position. He had acres to run in. It's not like he took on 3 or 4 players. He had acres to run in. And then he just puts the ball. It wasn't like he pulled it back to someone. It got deflected and fell into Sasa Touré's path, and he slots it home. It wasn't a good cross at all, let's be real. Heung-min Son, by the way. I don't know what we've... Since he's had that, he's gone to do the fight in Korea. Since he's gone to do the war, or whatever, army training. He's come. I don't even know if it's the same human son, mate.
I don't know, but this is what I mean. But this is why I'm saying that you, man, listen, it's very, very okay for you to be excited about the new project and stuff like that. But legit, yeah, you lot ain't as good as you think you are.
As long as we don't call it a process, I'm sweet with it.
No, I'm just letting you know, innit? Because the meltdown's around the corner, Henry. So I'm just letting you know, innit? Like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I just have to keep it a buck, bro. Because I've been there with Man United, where Man United have won a game, yeah, but I'm looking at this like, yo, this is not sustainable. Like, the way you man are playing right now is not sustainable. If you keep playing like that, you're going to get knocked out, like highlight reel knockout, bro. Like that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get
like Chuck Liddell,
bro,
bone bouncing off eyebrow.
Sleep, you know, like that, bro. Sleep before you hit the deck, knockout. You know, like that, like concede 3-4 in the first half. You know, like what happened against Newcastle last season. You man got that coming again this season, yeah. If you continue to defend as openly as you're defending right now. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where, yes, it looks exciting and stuff, but trust me, you man look hella
That's
vulnerable.
why we need desperately. I think our midfield's tight, as you said, right? Bissouma, Bentancur, Maddison, Lo Celso, Sasa Touré, they're all fairly similar levels. The defense, Van de Ven looks cold, but Romero, I mean, Porro had a good game.
This is the guy that you lot were telling me was top 5 centre backs in the league last season.
Pause. Did I say it was top 5?
Bruv, I'm sure, I'm sure someone's got the tape.
I've said for months he's a juiced up Marcus Rojo.
Hey, bruv, I'm sure the tape's there somewhere, blood.
Yeah, someone's going to clip me up on Twitter again, like some clown.
I'm sure it's somewhere.
But he ain't top 5. He ain't even like top 12. He's too rash for me. Our best defenders are Udogie and Van de Ven. Royale, I mean, this guy, what sort of guy puts their own comps in their own Instagram? You got to be tapped in the head. Like, he put up a comp on his Instagram of him bagging a goal against Brentford away.
He gets like that, bro.
Porro's good technically, but he's poor defensively, right?
But this is what I'm saying. It's going to be fun, Henry, but it's going to be...
We're going to win a lot of games 3-2.
Yeah, and you're going to lose a lot of games. So,
yeah, I know we are.
You're going to have a similar season to Brighton. Do you know what I mean? One of them seasons where, like, you win pretty and then you lose pretty. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to be one of those ones. Like, do you know what I mean? I think Brighton were near enough, lost as many as they won or something last season.
Anything but watching us counter attack Middlesbrough and Sheffield United. I can't be dealing with that. Royale is better than Romero. They're both as bad as each other. But the thing in our fan base about him because you automatically get perceived as this negative. Like, as soon as you say your opinion nowadays, you're negative. No, I just can see it in my own eyes. This guy's not it. Have you seen Man City?
You know what is mad about you lot though? It's like, if you've got a poor defense here and you've got a good attack, then you're Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? You have a poor defense and a poor attack. This is why I don't see this lasting. That's why I don't see this happening, bruv. That's why I don't see this lasting too long, Henry. Because the thing is, yeah, you say you're going to win games 3-2, bro. You're not going to outscore many teams, bro. Like, you beat us, yeah, 2-0 because we were rubbish and none of your attackers scored, bro. You had one
scuff shot. None of our attackers have scored in both our games.
Well, there you go. You got a scuff shot from a left back here, and do you know what I mean? And a second man run from like one of your midfielders, or a third man run from one of your midfielders. Come on, bro. Like, your attack is dead. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where, because you ain't even got an attack that's scoring goals, the fact that none of your attackers have scored this season, Henry, this can't continue. Like, it's not sustainable at all. Unless your attackers start scoring goals,
so we need Gift Orban
getting stuffed, bro.
We need to go and get this guy from Ghent.
Who?
Like, his name's Gift Orban. He's 20 years of age. He's a talent, big talent. But we signed a striker from Argentina, 19 years of age, and he's apparently not in the manager's plans. So what was the point in signing him? It's going to be Jed Bench all over again. Man like Spence Bench, who just sits there in the gym, putting up little snaps, working hard. a little quad check every now and then, thinking he's Jay Cutler, and that's it. Like, what was the point? We spent 6 months trying to get this guy. Now he can't even get in our. He might as well go and do what Tarek Lamptey's doing and play in the under-21s.
Mad.
So much hype around that guy, Tarek Lamptey, and now he's playing in Brighton's under-21s. It's madness.
It's one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everyone inside. Smash up the like button. Let's get us to 500 likes. Only on 200. Nearly got 1,000 in here. Man saying takeover news is fake. It's not. It's not fake. You know what I'm saying? It might be conveniently timed, but it's not fake. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like I told you guys already, maybe a month ago or something like that, that I got told that it was going to be done in November. So the fact that this news is coming out now when the manager's under pressure and the team's getting cooked here, that doesn't mean the news is fake. It's definitely a briefing. Do you know what I mean? But it's a briefing just to try to inject some optimism into the fan base. It's PR 100%, but it's not fake. Do you know what I'm saying? And I got confirmation from 2 people today that, yeah, and one of them said 1,000%. So I know who I believe in.
Perfect time, isn't it?
So I know who I believe in it. Like it's not fake. However, it is definitely PR. There's no 2 ways about it. Like it's a cleanup job because they know that United are under pressure. And then United have gone and lost to Burnley today, whether it be the reserves or not. The fact that they've lost another game, it's a very convenient time to leak this news, bro. Very convenient time because this is what Man United always do. Every time we're not going through a good time, they always release something. Remember when they announced the new De Gea contract and all these other things? They always...
It's the same with anything, though, isn't it?
Yeah, they do it all the time. They manipulate the fan base all the time.
Like when Lewis Hamilton's not winning races, automatically in Formula 1, they say, oh, is he going to leave Mercedes? No,
yeah, but this is it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It's just a briefing. Like man saying, "Oh, the Mirror debunked it." Bruv, who reads newspapers in 2023 about the Mirror? Who cares about the Mirror, bruv?
The Mirror, the Sun, all of them.
Yeah, who cares about newspapers, bruv? You know, like that. No one cares about them. Like most people,
I don't remember the last time.
Most people get their football information now from people like Fabrizio, who doesn't get it right all the time, but he gets it right way more than he gets it wrong. And all these other guys on Twitter, all these in the knows, yeah, know way more than these newspapers. These newspapers don't know nothing. They don't know anything until it's done. Do you know what I mean? When's the last time you've seen anything in a newspaper that you haven't heard like flipping 2-3 weeks before?
Unless you want to see flipping Katie Price getting her Mitchell brothers that, don't buy a newspaper.
That's it. Or Ornstein or someone like that. These men know better than the Mirror. You get with the Mirror, bro. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Bro, I don't even know if these newspapers are breaking even right now. Where are they getting their money from? No one not reading newspapers. You know, like that.
Even that Athletic. That Athletic, I've got a news article thing you got to pay for every month. Well, I'm not going to buy the Sun, right, to look at the back of the page to see yesterday's news. I'm not doing that. When I can just go on Twitter and get it all for free.
Okay, there you go. My man said Custis is the one who broke the Greenwood news, the Ronaldo news. Yeah, because, bro, like, he does the PR for the club. So he does know what's going on. But that doesn't mean that I'm not saying that the timing is extremely convenient, because it is. Like, we already know that the club manipulate us with news. This is supposed to make us super happy now and forget about all the other nonsense that's going on at the club. This is what the timing of this is. Because we got smoked by Burnley. We just got smoked by Spurs. They probably stalking the Twitter and they're seeing on Twitter, yeah, that people are doubting the manager. Things are looking a bit unstable. Fans are arguing amongst themselves. So, let's post some news that these guys want to hear. These men know what they're doing. And then in turn, it's probably going to manipulate the stock prices as well. And the stock prices are going to go up with this. Like, bro, these men know what they're doing, man. Do you know what I mean? And someone says 7.3 billion. Yeah, like I got told that it's about 6 billion plus the debt, however much the debt is. I think that debt is like 800 and something million or something, the debt. So it's a certain amount plus the debt. So altogether, it adds up to about 7.2 or something like that. That's what I've been told. Do you know what I mean? So literally, I don't care what the Mirror says. Like, who the hell reads newspapers, bruv?
Mate, listen, I can't remember the last time I even saw a newspaper. Unless you got that geezer that's giving out the Metro when you go for a train station. You know, because he's trying to feed his kids and that. I ain't seen the last time I've seen a newspaper.
Pardon
You don't
me?
even see him in. You don't even see him in a local corner shop anymore. The geezer's more worried about getting Prime than getting newspapers or getting that wicked and bad energy drink that you got to pay a £5 for. Like, not. What's the point? I don't even see the point of it. Everyone's got a phone nowadays. Like, times have moved on, innit? Everyone's now focusing on other things.
Yeah, but this is why you've got the Athletic and they do all these other things and it's behind a paywall and stuff. The reason why it's behind a paywall is because they know that newspapers don't make money. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, it is what it is, bro. Like, everyone's moving with the times, innit? So, like, newspapers are not nowhere near as reliable. And also now, what you got to remember is with the invention of social media before, a lot of these guys that used to work in the media, that used to get the scoop, now a normal guy like me can just be connected to someone within the industry or within football or whatever, and they can tell me something, I can put it on my channel. Like, do you know what I mean?
Everyone's got their own sources, innit?
I could easily be on Twitter, yeah, with all the stuff that I hear from around football, from actual players and all these other things, and be putting out stuff and saying, "Oh, I'm an ITK and that, bruv." Listen, man, newspapers are dusted, bro. Newspapers are for cleaning windows, bruv. That's what they're for. You know, like that. That's what they're for cleaning windows, bruv. That's about it. So it is what it is. And Big Up Koala official saying they're definitely overpaying. It depends. Do you know what I mean? It depends if they're overpaying. The reason why I say, yeah, it depends if they're overpaying is because it's a business. If you look at Manchester United, if you're selling Manchester United and you're the Glazers, yeah, because of the brand of Man United, you don't sell them for the market value. You don't sell them for that. Do you know what I mean? You sell them for, you have to take into account projected the inflation over time and projected income and projected revenue over X amount of years. Because cool, it might be on paper worth 4 billion, but they're probably thinking, yo, in the next 10 years, Man United is going to be worth XYZ. So I'm going to forecast what I think it's going to be worth in this amount of time and make you pay over the odds now, bro. Like, it's simple business. And it's one of those things. Like, I don't want to go into the technical terms because there's no point in it. So man, just have to keep it as simple as possible. Like, just like with footballers, you don't pay what they're worth, you pay for their potential. That's what's happening in
That's what Chelsea are doing.
And that's what you're doing now. That's what you're doing in football now. Do you know what I mean? To simplify it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not even the intangible assets. I know what you mean. Because obviously they have fixed and non-fixed assets, but man don't want to go into all that nonsense, yeah. But the facts are, yeah, like Old Trafford's falling apart. So if anything, yeah,
the roof's leaking apparently, isn't it?
Apparently that's been fixed, in it. But either way, like, Old Trafford needs to be redone. So that would be in the calculations for the assets. But you have to look at projected revenue. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're looking at projected and what this club could be worth in a certain amount of time. And because of that, they up in the price, and that's normal business. Do you know what I mean? So you'll say that it's overpaying, but it's not really overpaying. It's not really overpaying because, for instance, if I know, yeah, that Man United is worth 4 billion now, but I know in 10 years it's going to be worth 10 billion, yeah, and I pay 7 billion for it, technically I'm not overpaying. Technically, I'm
going to make money regardless.
I'm still going to make the money regardless, bro. It just means, yeah, that I just have to pay more up front, but I'm still going to make my money back regardless.
Like, what do you think? Like, what do you think Tottenham's worth in this market?
I don't know, because apparently your club don't own your stadium, innit? That's owned by the stadium's owned separately to the club. So
they want 5 billion for the club. 5 billion.
Yeah, not including the stadium though.
It's madness. Absolute madness.
Yeah.
What's our squad worth combined? 500-600 million. Stadium's worth $1 billion. Yeah. You've got all these plugs for all these different events. F1 rugby, Lady Gaga. To get 5 billion is, listen, that's wild.
Yeah.
Real Madrid are probably the most expensive club in the world, and they're probably on the cusp of 5 billion. And that's Real Madrid.
Well, there you go. But I don't know with Tottenham, innit, bruv? Like, you're still Tottenham. So no one's paying that money for you. Regardless of what you think you're worth, no one's paying that because you man are
What I
rubbish.
think is what Levy thinks. This guy's.
But Levy can think that. Levy thought that Harry Kane was worth X, Y, Z. Like, do you know what I mean? 100 million. Harry Kane, yeah, is an old man now. He's injured. Like, really, Harry Kane's real value in the last year of his contract was probably about 40 mil. But you're selling for 100 million because, like, this is the market that we're in. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at Mason Mount. He had 1 year left and we paid 60 million. That's nonsense. Should have got him for like 20 mil. Do you know what I mean? Like, the market's just bonkers, bro. Like, Tottenham's not worth 6 million. It's never worth that, bro. Like, your team ain't won nothing. Do you know what I mean? You got no history like that. Do you know what I mean? So you're the brand of Tottenham. As soon as Son leaves, you've lost like 3/4 of your fan base.
Half our fan base already.
Bruv, like, literally, when you look on paper, Tottenham ain't worth nothing, bruv. Do you know what I mean? But because of the assets and everything that Levy's done, he's built the brand, in it. Like, Tottenham, the club's not worth nothing, but Tottenham, the establishment, the business, is worth what it's worth. But the club itself ain't worth jack. Do you know what I mean? Because why would it be worth anything? Like, you got no fans, you know, like that. So that it just is what it is.
The harsh reality, bro. It's the harsh reality.
Yeah, literally. So when someone in the chat said, "Oh, Man United's value is gonna drop," bro, Manchester United's value is not going to drop.
It's Man United, for Christ's sake.
It's Man United, bro. And this is why the Glazers want more money, because Man United will be worth more money every single year, bro. Like, that's just how it is. They spend so much money and pump so much money into marketing and advertising to make sure that the club keeps getting record revenues and record revenues. And then if eventually a Super League does happen, then Man United are going to be worth even more, bro. Like, don't think that the Glazers aren't forecasting all of these things. Of course they are. So it's just one of those things. Like, Man United, even though the going rate or like the market value might be 4 billion, I completely understand why the Glazers are forecasting what the club are going to be worth in a certain amount of time, and they want a piece of that as well. Do you know what I mean? Because that's business. That's business. I don't like it as a fan, but it's business. Yeah. I don't like it as a fan, but it's business. Do you know what I mean? And as a businessman, I understand it. Because if I was selling my club or selling my business, I would definitely be looking at the landscape and saying, you know what? Like, this is what's going to projected to happen in the sport. This is projected to happen in the league. Look at how much people are spending on players now. Transfers are going up. Everything's going up. There's going to be more money, etc., etc., etc. So I'm looking at all of these things and I'm saying, all right, cool. So I can squeeze some extra money here.
Mm.
You know, like that.
Like with us, there's no, apart from like the assets, like when you look at everything else, like you said, we're not like a Chelsea or a Man City or that have got in some even recency bias history. Like, you lot have been doing it the last 60 odd years, the same as Liverpool. Like, Man City and Chelsea have been doing it the last 10, 15 years.
Mm.
Like, for this guy to think we're going to get 5 billion for the football club, you're out of your mind. Out of your mind. I'd probably say we're in today's market, looking at the stadium, the squad, the training ground, and all the connections, we're probably worth between 2 and 2.5 billion. And I think that's fair. But 5? Come on, that's ridiculous. That's madness.
Nah, I hear you. You know what I'm saying?
And if you get bought out in November, that's perfect timing. Just before Christmas, just before the January window, can make a statement going into that window. You know, it's a big job. Don't get me wrong. It's not. You don't just come in and get instant success. You got to rebuild that stadium, get rid of all the nooks and crannies, get rid of it. I still think you got some dead wood to get rid of, and then get a manager in that you want to build with, like Man City did. Guardiola's been there 4 or 5 years now. It's just, they've just had Bernardo Silva signing a new deal. They've just, they've lost big players.
They're doing well to keep Bernardo, because you know what it is, yeah. You look at Pep, he's smart, because Bernardo Silva is not really a footballer that you can replace in football. You know, like that. So
underrated. It's unreal.
So keeping Bernardo Silva, yeah, is a massive, massive, massive statement. Like, it will go over a lot of people's heads. But the thing is, when you look at someone like Bernardo, yeah, the fact that he can play multiple positions, he's so good on the ball, he knows the club, he gets on very, very well with the manager. Like, he's got a really good relationship with the manager, and they understand what they want of each other. Like, if they let Bernardo Silva go, they can't replace him. They genuinely cannot replace him. There's no one in world football that you could replace Bernardo Silva with right now that can probably play in as many positions.
Such a unique player.
Yeah, knows what Pep wants. And do you know what I'm saying? Like, for the wages that Bernardo would be on, because you know Bernardo's not going to be on 350k. Like, he's not. Like, Bernardo.
And he's a humble guy as well. There's not an ego there. There's not, it's not like you've got Mesut Ozil where you think you're above certain players. And not only that, when Pep does want players out, they just get rid of them. And they get better and better and better. Jesus, Zinchenko, Ferran Torres, Sane. And it's not that these players are bad players. Yeah. If Pep don't want you, that's it. Like, Cancelo's going to Barcelona.
Is that confirmed? How are they going to afford him?
Apparently, it's a loan with an option to buy.
It had to be, yeah. Barcelona keep scumbagging these loans, man. I'm telling you. They need to look into their wage bill, man, because the maths are not mathing with these guys, bro. I don't know how they keep being allowed to keep adding to their squad with no money, bro. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's like the man just keep extending their overdraft, bro.
It's like a credit card that's got no limit. Doesn't want to run out.
Yeah, like no limit on this, bro. It's nonsense, bro. I don't like it, because the thing is with them, yeah, it's like they just getting away with stuff that normal teams wouldn't get away with. You know what I mean? Like, this is nonsense. Man, I literally told them, you can't register players, you got no money. All of a sudden, Dani Alves is playing for €1 a week. Drop me out, man. You know what I mean? Like, what even is that?
It makes no sense whatsoever. I'll be honest. Like, I'm looking at it right now. They've gone to the level of shameless that I've never even seen. Like, who wants to get married
€1 a week, bro? Are you all right? Like, bro, like €1 a week. They were saying Dani Alves was playing for. Like, bro, how did they even allow that to go through, blood? Do you know what I mean? Like, how did they even allow that, bro? That don't even make sense. Like, even if he was playing for €1 a week, I'd be like, yo, that's slave labor. He can't do that. I would veto that. That doesn't make sense. Bruv, they're unbelievable. They're unbelievable.
You can't even get a flipping Haribo for that now.
€1 a week, blood. €1 a week, fam. Like, what does that cover?
Now he's in prison, isn't it? Now he's done absolute madness, and now he's in prison.
Listen, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, you stay away from the prison chat. You know what I mean? But now I hear you, though. I completely hear you.
They've done, like, the level of shameless they've gone. They're paying players €1 a week. You can get married for €30,000 at Nou Camp. Right? They've got Prime being sponsored. They want to host UFC there. Like, what are they? The Spanish version of Tottenham now? This is Barcelona Football Club.
Yeah, but bruv, they've ruined themselves. So now they're in a situation where they're doing that.
This makes no sense, because they're one of the biggest clubs in the world, but they've gone that league is finished. It's Real Madrid, and that's it now. I won't for a long time think Barcelona are on the same level for a long time. Real Madrid and then everyone else. It used to be Atletico were close, right? And obviously Sevilla do their own thing in the Europa League and all that. And then you had Valencia were good a few years ago, but now they've all fallen off. When's the last time Barcelona did anything?
But you know what it is? The finances in Spain are rigged, yeah, to
100%
highly favor the top two in it, and that's just what it is. And like when man said, yeah, like, it doesn't make sense players are still playing for Barcelona, bro. Barcelona have the benefit of having a rich history. It's also a very nice location to live.
Academy's brilliant.
Do you know what I'm saying? Good academy, bro. It's got all the infrastructure, and bro, like, you know, you've got the security that they'll never let anything happen to Barcelona, because Barcelona has so much history that they just simply wouldn't allow anything to happen to the club. So it's almost like they're untouchable. It's a very safe space, because even like the UNICEF thing, UNICEF's a charity. Yeah, they had UNICEF on the front of their shirt. They were telling us they weren't getting paid for that. We all know that wasn't the truth. Do you know what I mean? Like, them man had UNICEF on the shirt for bare long, and you know they were getting money from UNICEF. Do you know what I mean? And this is why, like, me personally, like, I don't donate money to charity, blood. I don't, innit? Like, if it's a local charity and I can see where my money's going,
like a food bank or something.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a local charity where you can see where the money's going. But all this UNICEF, don't think that UNICEF weren't paying Barcelona, because they were. And I don't have any proof of this, but I don't need it, bruv, because I know how the world works. You know, like that. You think a team like Barcelona,
only something like,
you think Barcelona would have players on 500, 600K a week, but they were just giving away their shirt sponsor, bro. And Man United are getting paid 700 million, over 10 years for a shirt sponsor. So what, you think Barcelona can just like afford to get rid of 700 million, bruv? Come on, bro. Like, am I an idiot?
You know, like, only 10% of all the money you donate to charity actually goes to that charity.
It's not even 10%.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not even 10%. That's being generous, bro. It's more like 1%. You know, like that. So, like, it's just one of them things where, see, the man is saying 900 mil. So your man are trying to say that Barcelona, the financial state they're in right now, just said, all right, cool, we're just 900 mil, we don't need it. Just put a charity on the front for free. Whatever, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Whatever, mate. And now they got people getting married there. Do you know what I mean? Life comes at you quick. Comes at you real quick. Do you know what I mean? All these levers and that.
And you got to be a proper shameless mofo to get married. I know the sort of guy that would get married there. Like, we know that guy. Like,
Henry, man, let it go, man. Let it go, blood.
Like,
you know what I mean?
That's the level of guy that would get married at the new camp. A guy that would, you got to be tapped in the head. Who gets married at a football stand? I love Tottenham to bits, but I'm not getting married there.
Yeah, it's a mad thing.
Just giving more money to Daniel Levy.
No, it's fact. Nah, this chat skilled me.
Like Will Smith and his husband, they didn't get married there, did they? You know?
No, I hear that. Listen, man, can talk about state-owned and all these things. Listen, there's a lot of what people call conspiracies, a lot of opinions that Barcelona and Real Madrid are state-owned, and also they've got Middle East backing, you know, like that. But bro, that's for another day. Do you know what I mean? But if you think that all this money they're spending is from TV, then you got another thing coming, you know, like that. So when Real Madrid have had Emirates on their shirt for how long? I don't know if it's still Emirates. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, there you go. And they've had it for bare long. Don't think that they're not getting money from them, man, aside from
the shirt. Man City with Etihad.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So don't think that they're not getting that Emirates money, aside from the shirt sponsor. Of course they are, bro. That's how they can pay, man, 500, 600 grand a week and not play them. Do you know what I mean? Like, how can you have Bale on all that money and not pay him? Like, not play him, bro. Like, come on, man. That's not TV money.
Bauer's getting like 600 grand a week to go and play golf.
If you believe that's TV money, bro, you're better man than me, mate. You know, like that. So it's just one of them things, man. This is football. It's politics.
Always has been.
Always has been.
Always will.
100%. So, like, the game is the game, man. Really. So, I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see how all of this unfolds. But the bottom line is, with Manchester United, the reason why the takeover is taking that long is because they look at projected figures.
And not only that, it's a massive transaction that's going through. We're not talking about you going down and getting a meal deal from Tesco's. We're talking about 5, 6, 7, 3, 4 billion pounds.
Yes,
like, unless you're Elon Musk and you can get the ball by the horns, like, you're dealing with a family that don't want to sell the football club, so you've got to put them.
No, they do want to sell it, bro.
No, but like, they're only selling it at their price, and if you don't like it, you can get
exactly.
out.
But that's not a don't want to sell it, bro. Listen, but this is the best way for me to.
Everyone's got a price, you know. Teddy Bielsa said it.
No, but bro, think about it this way, Like, man, I have to just put it in the most simple terms, innit? So we use a player, guys. We'll use Mason Greenwood. Now, now everyone knows, that Man United don't want to keep him on. His value's plummeted. Because why would you pay big money for a player that you know that the club doesn't want to keep? Doesn't make sense.
No,
so the Glazers have to say that they don't want to sell. You know, they have to say that. Because if they said, oh, we want to sell, well, then cool. All right, cool. You want to sell, so we'll offer you less because you want to get rid of it. They're never going to openly come out and say that they don't want to sell. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're not going to say that. I mean, they're not going to openly say that they want to sell, because that would make no business sense. That would make absolutely no business sense. Like as soon as if you walk into a business meeting with no leverage, you've already lost, bro.
Yeah.
You have to keep every bit of leverage that you can have. The leverage that the Glazers have is they're giving the public the opinion that they don't want to sell, which
you need
means
to know the person.
That means that they can force my man to spend even more money, because then the other guy feels like, yo, I have to convince them to sell. What if I give them this? What if I give them this? Or meanwhile, the Glazers have got their number in their head and they're just like,
it's a simple thing. You need to know the person you're negotiating with better than they know themselves. You need to know the way their brain works. That's what negotiation is.
Or you just go in, or you just go in there. Like both sides, like me personally, if I'm going in to a negotiation, I'm going in one of two ways. I'm going in saying, you know what, I'm not leaving the negotiation table until I get what I want, or I'm going in saying, cool, this is the number I've got in my head. If it's over this, I'm walking away. There's no it's not really a negotiation. It's either I get what I want or I leave, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. The fact that the Qataris, they came in, they were at the club for like 10 hours or some nonsense like that. They came in with their money men. That tells me that they've said to these guys, listen, we're not leaving until a deal gets done. That's what it tells me. That's what it tells me. Because if that wasn't the case, listen, Sheikh would have rolled up on his own and said, listen, this is what I'm willing to spend. And that's it.
If you don't, so take it or leave it.
Yeah, that's how you do business. One of two ways. Like it's not literally going in there and like, what about this? No. What about this? No. What about this? What about this? And I'll throw in this and I'll throw in that. No. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is not how the elites do business.
It's like how we got Gaza, didn't we? We gave his missus, what was it? His sister a flipping, what was it? A sunbed or something? What was it?
Bro, listen.
And we tried to get Gaza.
Bro, there's so many different things that happen with footballers. Like, I know of situations, I know of situations with footballers, like, where clubs have said, oh, cool, we'll buy your parents a house, or we'll pay their mortgage off, or we'll pay.
Oh, yeah, facts. Happens all the time.
Or we'll pay your sister's uni fees or something like that. Bro, all these things happen in football, bro.
And then you're thinking as the player, you're not just better in your career, but your family around you. Like, I remember when, it might have been, we signed a really young Portuguese player. What is his name? We signed a Portuguese player.
You don't remember his name? That means he flopped, innit?
Oh yeah, he was awful. What was his name? It was from Benfica, and he went out to play in Turkey. Yeah. We had him on loan. What is his name? Anyway, we signed this guy. And we ended up buying. He only come on loan, right? But we ended up buying his sister and his mum a gaff. Jedson Fernandez. This geezer, honestly, he had the balance of a baby deer. Right? He couldn't. It was awful. Benfica. But it's another great talent. Henry, you're negative. This guy. And when we got Vinicius, everyone's going, "Oh, we're getting Vinicius." We ain't getting Vinicius. My man scored against an 8th team division, right? And did the flipping Kylian Mbappe hands up. I have some shame, bro. You're playing against, it was like Marine FC. Like, I've got a bigger following than them, and I'm not even taking the mick, like. But
that's crazy.
This Jedson geezer was absolutely horrendous. All right, but we ended up, the reason he took the loan move, because we pimped his missus, his wife, not his missus, he might have two, whatever he had, but we ended up buying 3 or 4 people he knew gaffs. He was only there 12 months and he left. Like,
these things happen, Henry. These things happen, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. I can only go from obviously what I hear, but also my experience in life, bruv. Do you know what I mean? I've been involved in many business transactions, none anywhere near the size of Manchester United. But bro, like the basic principles still apply when you're negotiating, whether you're negotiating a fee for yourself as a content creator, whether you're negotiating the sale of a business, which I've done before, whether you're negotiating the sale of a car, whether you're negotiating a sale of whatever,
Anything.
bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? When people know that you're desperate, to get rid of something, it automatically
Distressed
devalues
seller.
it. Of
That's what it is.
course. Why do you think, the manager can sit there and say, "Oh, Harry Maguire, like we're cool if he stays and he's a good player"? He has to say that, because if he says, "Listen, he's rubbish, I don't want him here," you get offered £5.
You can't even get nothing with that. You can't even get a bottle of Prime with that nowadays.
Bro, it's simple business, bro. Like, I don't understand what people don't get. What do they expect the Glazers to come out and say, "Yeah, we want to get rid of it as soon as possible because we got other business ventures we want to put the money into"? All right, cool. You want to get rid of it quick? All right, cool. Man's gonna offer you 2/3 of what it's worth because you just want to move it quickly. Quick sale, cash only.
They'll test the waters and know that you want to get rid of it, and that's it. They'll get it for a cheaper fee. It's as simple as that. This is basic negotiation. This isn't flipping. This isn't some next level matrix idea we're talking about. Giovanni Dos Santos. I mean, he was supposed to be the next thing. People were comparing him to Ronaldinho, and he ended up having his peak in the MLS.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the same as Carlos Vela. That's when you know the guy's dead food. Who has their peak in the MLS? Zlatan goes over there at 35 years of age and breaks the record, wins the League of LA Galaxy. And meanwhile, we got Carlos Vela. Carlos Vela. Who? You got who?
Yeah, that was a mad thing. I can't even lie. Man said,
who has their peak, bro, in the MLS?
I don't know, bruv. Man said thoughts on this break. I don't know nothing about this Fenerbahce goalkeeper. Nothing. I heard that Man United would do the medical for him, but then I didn't hear whether we were getting him or not. I heard that it was dependent on if Henderson stayed or not. Like, if there's been any update, let me know. But as far as I was aware, that deal wasn't done yet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't really know, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man said apparently he's rubbish. That wouldn't surprise me, bro, with the talent ID at this Man United club at the moment. You know what I mean? That wouldn't really surprise me. That we've been buying rubbish. We've been buying rubbish players, so it wouldn't surprise me if he is crap. But if that's the case, let's hold out for a few more months, innit, till we get some new owners. I don't see the point.
Saying Carlos Vela was a baller. What planet are you on?
I don't know, bro.
Bro, he had his peak in the MLS.
I don't really know, bro.
You want to look at a baller? Go and watch Nicolas Anelka at 19 years of age.
Yeah,
that's a baller.
Is a mad thing.
Go and watch Vinny Jr. Not flipping madness.
He's another De Gea.
Where's David De Gea gone?
Bro, David De Gea is still unemployed, I believe.
He's a free agent.
He's unemployed. I don't even know if he's a free agent.
If he wants to get there's plenty of ways you can make money now. So, listen, you can do what you want when you want, and someone will end up. I mean, didn't he get married soon? Recently?
Who?
David De Gea.
Bro, I could care less. Well, I couldn't actually. You know what I mean? David De Gea getting married and that. Listen, David De Gea, I don't know, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Let's see if he can save that marriage rather than a goal.
Listen, David De Gea, his missus, this whole time I think didn't even move to England. The guy,
he's been here 10 years.
I don't know. I don't even know if it is his missus, to be fair, bro. He's definitely the wife in the relationship because he's been 100%. He's been here for ages, and all we hear is, she's not moving to England and that, like that. So I don't really know. I think she's a singer or something like that. So I don't really know, innit? Like, I don't know. I think he's trying to move back to Spain, but he's got no offers, which is horrendous.
Yeah, it's that bad. Even Madrid have taken Kepa over this guy.
Yeah, that's wild, isn't it? That is actually wild, to be fair. But yeah, she is a singer. Yeah, and I think he wants to go back to Spain, but the offers aren't there at the moment.
Laporte
that's horrible.
Just joined
our thingy.
I got a Saudi team now, and I damn watch-alongs with Lee.
Who's your Saudi team?
I ain't supporting Al Hilal because of one player. We got a team, mate. We got Babuda Balls. We got
bruv, who the hell you talking about? You went to my old team, bruv. You know them ones there.
You
went to my old team. I was with them, and then I left them when Neymar came, bro. I'm shameless. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm shameless. Me and Lee are doing watch-alongs tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Yeah, I was meant to do mine, but hey, my team got training, innit? And the thing is, my team's playing out. Etihad, my brother's team, on the 1st of September, but we're away at a wedding in Portugal, so we can't even do a watch-along.
He's supporting Al Etihad. Ain't that Nuno's team?
Yeah.
So X is supporting them. You're supporting Al Hilal. Me and Lee are supporting Al Ali Saudi.
Yeah.
When are we playing? We got Al Hilal on the 26th of October.
That's fine, bro. You know them ones, bro. Man just signed Mitrovic. Man, I got Bono the goalkeeper. Man, I got Neymar, and bro, man might bag Verratti as well. Trust me. So it's long for you, man, bro. You man got Mendy in goal. I can't lie, bro. I watched the first game. Mendy got lobbed. So good luck with that. I'll be real.
I know he couldn't catch a cold, but when you got
good luck with Mendy, fam. Good luck with Mendy, fam. I'll be real.
Them two could nutmeg a mermaid. Let's be real.
Brother, good luck with Mendy. That's all I'm saying.
So tomorrow we got, I'll be real, we've got, I can't pronounce this, Al Arkdahoud. We've got them tomorrow. They're getting slapped up.
Bro,
you know, the way I see it, Rants.
But we've all got different teams anyway. Me, you lot, and my brother, we all got different teams, so that's sick.
Listen, I just want to see a trophy, Rants. Because my team in
You're
the
not
back
seeing
home,
a trophy, bro. I can't lie. You see Mendy and goal and that defense. Yeah, you're in trouble, big man.
Yeah, we're joints. Where are you lot? You've played two. Did Neymar even play it?
No, Neymar didn't play. Drew the last game here. Man's got Milinkovic-Savic as well, and
Ruben Neves,
big man.
And Malcolm.
Bomba.
The defense is a bit mad though. Like I don't know.
Man said Koulibaly as well, bruv.
I mean, he I don't know.
No, but Koulibaly in this league will be calm, bro.
Oh yeah, because there's no pace.
You man got some. You man have got some farmers at the back.
Oh yeah, we got some.
Trust me, I preed the thing. You know, I preed the thing.
You scouted this, didn't you,
bro? The front three's wavy, but the rest of the team SHEIKH. You get me?
Yeah, but this front three of Bobby, Saint, Buda Boars at Cam, and we got Kessie as well.
That's the other Riyadh, bro, isn't it? The other Riyadh, G. Yeah, it's the other Riyadh, bro.
He used to play for Leon.
Yeah, so, bruv, listen.
We got Ibanez at the back, Kessie. What do you mean? Man, honestly,
Kessie dead still.
Gold, mate. We're doing it. I mean,
it's going to be good, though.
I'll write back a bit of a Wi-Fi password. I can't pronounce that name, but...
Bro, I'm sticking with Neymar, innit? It just is what it is. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be between Al Hilal and Al Nassr for the title.
No. It's going to be between Al Hilal and Al Ali Saudi, bro. Me and Leah, this is the level of shameless and dedication I'm going to, right? I screenshotted their page, put it into Google Translate to get onto the store, and I have got an Al Ali Saudi shirt coming.
That's fine. I got an Al Hilal shirt with Bants on it coming, bruv. It is what it is, bro. Like, trust me, we're about to do this. We're about to do this. Have a proper derby. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Spurs United's not a derby. You get me? Like, it's a derby in my house, but it's not a real derby, innit? You know.
But the fact that me and Leah somehow supporting the same team is wild.
Yeah, that is wild. Yeah, but that's what it is. But that's the beauty of sports, innit? You know, like that. It's the beauty of sports, mate. You know what I mean? So, like, it's all gravy. I got guys where we got the same basketball team, different football teams.
Who's your basketball team?
This thing's interesting. I don't have one now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I change my basketball team most seasons. Most
people just follow players, innit?
But I do follow players. The first team that I followed for a season was the Rockets a few years ago with Harden and Westbrook. Yeah.
Westbrook,
and Tucker.
Harden.
Yeah, Harden, PJ Tucker and that. That's when I was following them.
A good team.
Yeah, and also I just like the small ball in it. Like, that's why D'Antoni was cooking, bro, and I liked it in it because it was just aesthetic. But I don't really follow basketball teams in it. But if there's a good team that plays at like 1:30, cool. I can't do the Lakers 3:00. I can't do the Golden State.
I've been a Lakers fan since 2012.
Yeah, and like, no one calls me a glory hunter because I never support the team. Every time I support a team, I know they're not going to win the league. Like, I know they're not going to win the NBA. Like, when I was supporting the Chicago Bulls, I knew that they weren't going to win the NBA title. I knew they weren't. I was just there for the excitement. It's just like when people bet on games, yeah, because it makes the game more exciting. Like, it makes basketball more exciting for me if I'm supporting a team, but I know they're not going to win. I know that they're not going to win the NBA title.
That's why I've supported Tottenham.
Yeah, bro. Nah. That's not why. You know them ones there. That's not why. It's because you're family, blood. Like when I was supporting the Rockets, I knew they weren't going to win the NBA title. When I was supporting
back in 2020,
the
when
Chicago
the
Bulls, I knew that the Chicago Bulls weren't going to win the NBA title. I knew that they weren't going to win it. You know, and at the moment, it's one of them, my favorite players and stuff like that. Now I'm looking at them, and I'm just like, boy, either I'll go where I like the basketball, or I'll go where my favorite players are. Like,
I'm a big fan of.
It tends to be Kyrie, so I don't know.
When Kyrie was with LeBron, and they had who was it? Was it Love as well? Dad, was it Love?
You're talking about the Cavs, yeah.
Yeah, when they first won it, and Kyrie got the winning shot.
Yeah.
Just absolutely. I mean, Derrick Rose, mate. I mean that geezer. I mean, his handles were an absolute joke.
Yeah, but this is what it is. So I tend to just go where certain players go, or I go where I like the basketball in it. So I don't know. We got Kyrie and Luka now, so that's very interesting.
A duo of dreams, mate. It's like Kane and Son.
Yeah, so I could do a Mavericks thing for this season maybe, and see how it goes. You know, like that. I could do. Man said Jason Love, man. Kevin Love, blood.
Yeah, it's Kevin Love. He was a centre when it was.
It was Kevin Love, man. He's pulling your leg, bruv. I'm sure of it. You know them ones there. So it's just one of them ones where it's the way I like the basketball. So we're not really sure what's gonna happen. We're not sure what's gonna happen. But this season, it might be a Mavericks thing. It might be, but I don't know. I don't know yet. Do you know what I mean? We got everyone inside though. Do you know what I mean? I think, are we forward into your show with Savo? We are, aren't we?
Yeah, got the Spurs show. We're going to be talking about this guy, Brennan Johnson. So if anyone does want to sub, a little shameless indirect to myself.
It's a mad thing, bro. I can't, bro. Every time I hear Johnson, blood, I just think of that wrong and blood.
50 million though is a joke.
I don't know, bro.
But yeah, I need to bounce, my bro.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you lot, big up everyone inside. This chat, man. Big up everyone inside. Yo, make sure you follow Henry's channel. The link is in the title, people. Do you know what I mean? The guy in the chat whose name is that guy or whatever, make sure you block him as well, mods. Do you know what I mean? That bottom feeder. Do you know what I mean? We don't have parasites in here. Do you know what I mean? So yo, big up the chat. Yo, I'll catch you, man, in a bit. Oh, tomorrow is a big one. The lineup tomorrow is nuts, people.